The Court of Public Opinion is a part of the Amateur Radio Network. Well, we're going to talk about Americanism, politics, and how so many people have lost faith in leadership. That's what I have been hearing from not just political issues that stem, which is a systemic problem, and it's going to come down to two big things: this type of thing, and also family issues that go on in every family. I brought you through parenting classes, and stretching gave you guys a good example so that babies can understand that when parents have their house blown in, that they might need to know what to do. And that's what's going on down south with the tornadoes. And we are in tornado country, so naturally I thought that would be cute. What I learned about politics in royal families is important. What you need to know is that Americanism is a theology and also study. For a lot of people, it's a religion, because a lot of people believe more in the American way of life than they believe in the actual reasons behind it. You have to recognize your faith. I recognize that we're Christians, and this is a Judeo-Christian nation. And Americanism is based and founded in those principles, or else what you're going to end up having is a political war. And people have been talking about an uprising. And you saw it in 2009 with the grassroots events like the Tea Party event. And you saw it in history. When political leaders start lying to the point where they're hurting American politicians are not going to be the ones in charge. It's up to the people. The voting. Let's go down there with the voting. Paper ballots and mail-in ballots, that's not going to work. So tell Joe Biden he's going to have to... They're pushing another political agenda. This is why royal families are going to start getting recognition for standing up for these issues. And I told you I'm a duchess. I'm not a duchess. I'm a countess. Sorry. I'm a countess. And when I tell you guys that there are family issues, there's a lot of issues. Genealogy traces a lot of families back to their prospective land, right? Well, the whole issue on anchor babies is interesting because you have to go at least, I think it's 3 generations back to be considered a member of that society. In the United States of America, you do not have to do that. Once you get your papers and you become a United States citizen, you would have the privileges of any other citizen. And this is what the issue is on human trafficking. They were basically trafficking people to be enslaved, like almost as if it's a rite of passage to harm another person. And we got to get back to what it was. Remember about slavery, about what it said in the Emancipation of Proclamation. And what happened is that Abraham Lincoln was shot for a lot of reasons, probably that we don't really even, have the time to go through it right now. But modern slavery is the reason. Every family that gets away from their royal duties, when we talk about royal families, there's an end to the kingdom. There would be an end to United States history as we know it if we did not teach our children and our families about the liberties. Like, we're not just talking about civil liberties, we're talking about liberties that no one has the liberty to take it upon themselves to take their liberties out on somebody else. So there is correction in the system, and it's called checks and balances. And what happens is you got presidential leadership is one part of the branch of government. We got three parts of a branch of government. And then there's a legislative body, and there's the Supreme Court. It comes down to what's going to happen at the Supreme Court. It's not going to come down to who you vote for, whether it be a vice president or not. It is going to come down to what happens at the Supreme Court. I'm going to leave it off here that you got to study world history, and you got to know more about Americanism and freedom and liberty to understand what is going on in the future of politics in America, because they're going to start, they would literally kill and murder politicians if it got to that point. That's why you don't put your faith in leadership in just politics alone. It is up to the people to decide. And you've been listening to the Court of Public Opinion.